Welcome back to another talk, to be henceforth known as Oration, unless there is sufficient preference of another name. So, my name is James, and today we'll be talking about the European Union. Before we start, I was going to record it on this. However, can't find anywhere to put it where it will actually record me okay. So, I will wait for now. With the voting drawing very close, I figured it would be a good topic to cover, especially considering it's the first thing that I'm going to bother voting on. Second thing that I could possibly have voted on, and sharing my thoughts. I will firstly say that leaving the European Union would be a bad thing for uni students who have a prospect for a year abroad, mostly due to the fact that I believe the majority, if not all, of the year abroad programs offered by universities are on the Erasmus/Erasmus Plus funding, which is ran by the European Union. So if we were to leave, they would no longer go ahead unless our government funded it, and due to something I will come on to later on, that's not particularly likely to happen. So, also on the talk of Erasmus, a charity I help out with, and will be going on a cultural youth exchange because of, also rely on the Erasmus Plus scheme to function. And so they wouldn't if we left. What else is there? Well, the pros of leaving the EU, because I'm not going to be biased on this. Our government would be more free in what they could do here in England, because at the moment they obviously have to undergo the EU law. Admittedly, we couldn't do anything too out there because of UN and a bunch of other stuff, but we'd be slightly more free and we wouldn't be needing to pay into the EU what we have to pay. However, if we wanted to be part of the sort of global trading market that they have kind of monopolised, other than China, then we'd have to pay in for that. And, well, because we aren't able to be autonomous as of yet, we might need to do that. So, I'm not going to go into a too in-depth discussion about this matter, because I will admit I do not know all of the facts. In fact, I barely know any of them. But my personal take on the matter is that I personally would like England to leave the EU. Now, before anyone kills me for saying that, because I'm sure that a lot of my friends, which is the majority of my viewership, would like to kill me for expressing that sentiment, do not worry. Unlike the rest of my family, much to my shame, I will not be voting Brexit. No. Because we are not ready to leave. As a country, it would currently be a detriment to us, as far as I'm aware. And, so, I shall not be voting to leave. This time. Maybe in a couple of decades, we might be ready. But we aren't as of yet. The main reason for this is because I feel that our government needs fixing before we worry about whether we want to be part of the European Union, which has a bigger government which also needs fixing first. Because it's fairly obvious, to me at least, that our British government is not a particularly good one. Probably extremely corrupt, and unfortunately, due to the majority of our populace being ignorant, democracy isn't working out very well for us right now. However, I don't have a better solution, so we're just going to have to roll with it until someone comes up with one, really. But, yes, I hope that people, after watching this, eligible to vote on the matter, and if they didn't know what they were doing, or if they were voting to leave, will now vote to stay, or spoil their ballot, and put something along the lines of, to stay in the EU, but to scrap the British Parliament, or some such thing. And if you want to leave right now, if you don't have the patience to leave at an opportune moment rather than this rather inopportune one, then I'd like to hear your arguments, so long as they're logical and not nonsensical. Like your average person who uses them immigrants, their immigrations. If we leave, then we don't have to have no more immigrants in it. Ooh. Because when you walk around the supermarket, everyone's speaking a foreign language. Ooh. Cultural diversity, such a bad thing, you know? So yeah. If you have logical arguments, I would love to hear them. And on the case of immigration, in case you do actually have a logical argument for it, let me pre-propose a counter-argument. The majority of people in this country want to leave this country. Like a lot of my friends do. A fair portion of my family do. So you can't really complain when other people want to come and take the place that you're leaving. I mean, I kind of want to leave. Not permanently. I want to get a boat. I want to sail about. Come back every now and again. Have somewhere that I can call home here. But also have my boat for when I want to travel and adventure and whatnot. Yeah. This oration is almost completely over now. So all I have left to say is that I wish you the best. And I will catch you cats on the flip-flop. Goodbye.